I never realized how important training and education are until I wanted to do two things, both of which involve growing my business. I wanted to expand what I was personally doing, but also I wanted to bring on new agents, new producers, and bring people into my downline while still being able to focus on sales. Well, this is where eXp Realty really differentiates itself. The training and the education. And that's what I want to talk to you about all through this video. Are you ready to dive in once again with me to a key topic that is going to lead you to eXp Realty? Well, sit down and get ready. Here we go. Hello, everybody. It's your host here, David Baker, ready to talk to you all about working with eXp Realty. Now, I am making this video to talk about the education and the training because that's a big thing that led me to go with eXp Realty. I had all the choices in the world, but that's where I went. And it's because of the things I mentioned in the intro. And I want to talk to you more about those things right now. Now, before we get started, make sure you tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. Now, if you are thinking about joining eXp or you want to get more information, you want to learn about what the key reasons are that led me there, or you just want to know, some more of the details as to why you should make that your choice, I want you to reach out to me. Because I'm making these videos not just because I want to tell you about it, right? Because I want to help you, because I have a passion for this, and because I want you to be part of my network. When you join with me, David Baker, as your sponsor at eXp Realty, you're going to get access to my network, a lot of the services that I'm able to assist with, the services that people in my upline who are above me are going to be able to provide you, like YouTube training, our monthly calls, additional trainings on sales, all the things that you're going to get as a benefit beyond just joining eXp Realty. And that is why I'm so excited, because I want you to take advantage of all these great things. So make sure that if you have any questions, or even if you're ready to join and you just have a final few pieces of assistance that you need, just send me an email, send me a text message, give me a call on the phone. Or if you're ready, why not schedule a call in the link below and we can help get started, set up a time to speak. We can do a Zoom call or some kind of video call, and we will be here to help you. All right. I really want to talk about this training and education thing. Now look, I know that some of you think, well, I have years of experience in real estate. I don't need any training. I don't need any education. I understand. I understand why people think that. But there's more than just training as an agent that I want to tell you about. This was a big differentiator for me because there's this thing I want to do, and I'm assuming that there's a good chance you want to do this too, and that is focus on sales, right? People who work in various industries are so bogged down by so many different things that they don't have the opportunity to focus on sales, right? You're so distracted. This is where eXp differentiates itself. And it got me excited because I want to do quite a few different things. Obviously, I want to learn things, but I also want to increase my revenue by bringing on new people, right? That's part of why I make these videos. I want to bring you on, but I also want to help you. I want to bring value to you through all the services we have, the network, all the trainings and those things. And I also want to increase my own revenue. And I want to make it so that you understand how you can do that as well. That's why I want to tell you about these things. So first, you have to realize that there are so many different types of training. Okay, sometimes when people think of training, they think of things like learning how to get a real estate license. Well, sure, you already did that probably because you have a real estate license. That's why you're with a brokerage or looking for a brokerage. If you're a new agent, you probably did it recently. And if you've been in business for 30 years, well, you probably did it a long time ago and maybe now do some continuing education. But at eXp, there is training on so many different topics. There are, sit down, 40 to 50 hours a week of live trainings. And these live trainings are not necessarily held in person, but they're in the virtual campus. As you probably already know, eXp Realty is known for being a leader in technology, and their Virbela system, the education training system, and the platform they use, moreover, is a better way to describe it. Along with the virtual world, let you attend so many trainings. It actually kind of feels like you're there because you are interacting with a real person. Additionally, they have tons of recorded trainings. And those are available, on your own schedule, because I realize you might be out in the field, you might be doing some marketing, you might be farming, doing some development, and you might want to do it on your own schedule. But that's okay because they have a lot of recorded trainings as well. Let's talk about some different aspects of the value of these trainings and this education. First of all, there is a lot of new technology that is coming out in the real estate industry, and a lot of technology used for marketing, client contact, and things like that. Early on, when you come on board with eXp, you're going to want to familiarize yourself with their systems. Sure, maybe you know how to use KV Core already, which is the client management system, or the CRM, client relationship manager. Maybe you don't. Maybe you haven't been able to harness all of the features that it has. And it's important to learn all the different systems and all the things that are available to you, right? Like SkySlope, the transaction manager, the digital signature system. You've got different things that you'll want to learn about, and you want to learn about them quickly so you can get back to focusing on sales. So that's one aspect. They provide training on how to use their own platforms. Now, sure, you could go to any brokerage and they might train you on how to use those things, but is it done in an efficient manner which works on your schedule? And is it done in a way where they're really focused on having a person or people who are focused on training as opposed to someone who you're just told to sit next to or to talk to from time to time if you need help? eXp has a more official system for these trainings on how to use their software, which I really liked because I attended some Zoom type of calls or some video calls. I did some of those things just to get on board really quickly and get that part out of the way. So I wanted to make sure I knew how to use the software. That was part one. The next thing that I really loved is that they have classes and education on different things that you need to be a real estate agent. It's not just about getting a few sales, right? You need to develop your pipeline. You need to do something called marketing, right? The world has changed a lot. There's a lot of online marketing directed at your potential clients. And you want to be able to do online marketing as well. And of course, some traditional marketing if that fits your model. So at eXp, every week, we get an email about all the new classes that are available, what's on the schedule for the week. And there are so many things to help you grow your business, right? There are things on how to retain clients, trainings on how to retain clients, how to service them again, right? Because you built up a book of business, you have these relationships. You've got some trainings on digital marketing, traditional forms of marketing. You've got things like how to harness your client database. You've got all kinds of little things that are focused on helping you grow your revenue, get more sales. Once again, this is something that's so valuable. A lot of people, especially like seasoned agents, people who've been in the business for a long time, they might need to do a shift in how they do marketing. And it makes sense, right? I mean, remember the old days? There was door knocking, which still exists and probably still works in certain markets. You've got direct mail, that still works. But I think it's the digital marketing that's really throwing people for a loop. Now, if you're a new agent, well, this is going to be even more valuable, right? Because if you're a new agent, you're starting from scratch. You're a scratch agent, as they like to say. Well, this is what I like. I like that you have all these classes you can take quickly. It's readily available. You don't have to wait, right? You can learn about different marketing techniques, different advertising techniques. You can learn how to run drip marketing campaigns, how to start building up your pipeline, how to develop a client database so you can start building your book of business. This is going to be key to your success, right? You must have clients to generate income to make a living. So that's key. Next, you might want to learn about different parts of the industry. So for example, right now you might focus on residential real estate, or maybe you focus on commercial real estate. Maybe you focus on leases. Maybe you focus just on vacant land. Maybe you focus on development, construction. Maybe you focus on associations, or you work with people who are building 500 homes. There are all these different things that you might be working on. And you might want to learn about different aspects of the industry. For example, if you work in commercial, but you want to also kind of dive into residential because your commercial clients are looking for you to help them with that as well, you can learn more about that. You can take the courses on that type of sale or type of property. And this this goes across the board. There's so many different things that they're teaching you about. It's incredibly helpful. And I know that people pay for trainings on these things. So to get this type of training for free is incredible. It's so valuable. There are all these different values that I don't know if everyone sees. You know, for example, I was saying earlier, the reason I want you to join with me as your sponsor at eXp Realty is because we have like value-added services in our network. Like I said, from the YouTube trainings, or how to do some digital marketing, to sales trainings from some top producers, recruitment trainings, all kinds of stuff. And you're only going to get that if you join with the right sponsor. So we'll touch on that a little later in another video once again. But the key thing is that you have the training and education on multiple topics. I do want to say, by the way, that in the modern world, having a good grasp on marketing, advertising, different techniques for getting your name out there, bringing in leads, bringing in hot buyers, you know, not just cold calling. It still works, I assume. I mean, cold calling is something I receive cold calls all the time. People are always trying to sell me things. And I don't think they'd be doing it if it didn't work. So I know that cold calling is still a key part of any industry. And like calling, you know, dried up sales or sales that didn't go off, sales that didn't go through, calling people who've come off the market. There's all kinds of strategies. But I think it's crucial that you understand some modern digital marketing and other forms of communication that you might not have been using for your real estate business. It's an opportunity that you don't want to miss. And also you want to understand, why are these tech companies and these new people in the world spending millions, hundreds of millions perhaps, tens of millions at least on marketing to your clients, your potential customers? There's a reason they're doing that, right? That is, I would say, the common opinion is that is the future of getting clients and getting customers. Now, that can work on different scales too, right? I mean, if you live in a small town, a small amount of marketing could get you a lot of customers. But if you live in a place that's becoming more and more competitive, well, then you're going to need an edge. And that's why you need to learn how to do it. So I think that is just something I have to touch on over and over. I think it's just incredibly important, especially because I've heard some people say that they see their client base dwindling. Part of that is possibly because people aren't reaching out to them again. You're not a name they recognize anymore. Things like that. You might have like not had some repeat clients because they just went somewhere else, but you don't know why. So it's something to really, really think about. The next really cool thing I want to talk about is that they are offering the Grant Cardone sales training programs. Okay, if you're not familiar with Grant Cardone, he's a famous investor, but he's also famous for having a training program. He has something like over $1 billion of assets under management. It's something huge. He owns, you know, many different types of properties. And what he's also really famous for are his seminars and his trainings and his strategies, his techniques, right? I mean, you've probably heard of some of the most famous trainers in the world for sales, like, you know, Zig Ziglar or Dale Carnegie. These are very famous people. Grant Cardone has similar fame in this section, and he is providing these trainings, or eXp is getting us these trainings, more importantly, for being eXp real estate agents. The value of that is significant. I personally once attended one of his events in Las Vegas, and I paid hundreds of dollars for the tickets at the time, and those seats were pretty far up, okay? I'm not going to tell you I was in the front row. Those seats were pretty far back in the stadium. And I was looking at the courses that he offered. They have a lot of training. I mean, on so many different sales-related strategies and techniques. And they are not giving those away for free. Okay, those are very valuable. They're expensive. But hopefully there's a value in them, right? That's why the price is where it is. But the price for us as eXp real estate agents is, you know, it's so low. It's included. I mean, how can you beat that? It's amazing. So people pay a lot of money for that. And that's another reason I wanted to join. I want the brokerage to give me some value. And not just give me a place to hang my license. Not just give me a place with the help from a broker as needed. I want more. I want to make sure I'm getting technology. I want training. I want education. I want support. These are things that I want. And I also want a network. I don't mean to go networking. I mean have a network of people that I work with. Now, my network inside of eXp Realty is something that I'm really excited about and I'm proud of. And that's why I want to bring more people in to benefit from the things that we're doing. The next part I really want to talk about is, this is key, and make sure you're listening to this. I think this part of the training and education provided will help you build your revenue stream. Okay, when you are working with eXp Realty, when you're an agent with eXp Realty, you are not only able to sell properties and be a buyer's agent and such and do transactions, you can also bring in people into your downline. You, like me, will be able to sponsor people. So you will come in, you'll choose David Baker as your sponsor, and you can do this no matter what state you're located in. So don't worry, okay? Whatever state you're located in, I can still be your sponsor. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be in the same state, and you'll still get access to our stuff. And you will then in turn be able to bring in people under you. Now, you might already have an agency where you have a team. You can bring in your entire team, and I'd love to talk to you about that. But let's say you just have 1 or 2 additional agents, maybe 5, maybe 20. You can bring all of them in. You'll be able to be their sponsor as well. And you can continue to bring on new agents. I know a lot of people are looking to bring on new agents. They want to bring on more people to work with them. And you will be able to do this nationwide and potentially worldwide, just like I'm doing. And then you will earn a revenue split, right? So you will get revenue off of their sales, and it won't affect their commissions. I have a whole other video talking about this in the revenue video, and this is something that's very exciting. But here's what gets my attention. Remember the key, okay? We want to focus, or you want to focus on sales. When you bring in someone new, you're often bogged down by training them, right? You have to train them on how to use your systems and internal practices, documents, etc., right? Next, you might have to train a new agent on how to be a real estate agent. And I don't just mean taking the classes to get the license. I mean how to get business, how to build a business, how to build a book of business. And do you have time to do all that, or are you focused on your customers? Are you focused on sales? Okay. So what's so awesome is when a new agent comes on board, eXp will do the trainings. They have all those new agents can participate in the trainings we're talking about. And I wanted that. I want to help people get into something that I love for those new agents out there. And I want seasoned agents and experienced agents to come on board with me and my network. And I want someone to provide the support so that I can focus on my business and also perhaps, gladly help, with sales for the new people, but not spend my time focusing on basic trainings. And eXp will give your agents, your producers who are under you, you'll get that same access. And that right there helps you, again, focus on sales and growth while they handle the training. Now, of course, if you have people working underneath you, you probably want to help them with their sales, their techniques, their strategies, their marketing. Sure, you can help with that too, but they will also get to learn from those top people at eXp who provide the trainings. And that's the thing. Let me be more clear. It's not just that the people who are providing the trainings are top producers or top salespeople or top whatever at just eXp. Many of them are some of the biggest producers in the country. There are events that these people put on as well that are amazing, but the trainings are done by top salespeople, top coaches, and it's not just that they're the top inside of eXp. They're the top in their field, and that's incredible, right? Getting access to that information. If I was just starting out right now, I don't think I'd want to just have to learn everything on my own. I wouldn't want to have to pay for more classes. I wouldn't want to have to seek out knowledge all the time. I want it to be readily available to me. And the reason you see me getting so passionate about this is because I have worked in other industries where there's just very little help. There's very little training. A lot of it's go on your own, figure it out, just read about it, go understand it on your own, figure out how to get customers. I don't want to do that anymore. And I wish I didn't do that when I was younger. I mean, I'm proud of what I achieved. I'm proud that I was able to learn so much. The reason I get so riled up is because I wanted to build a team, and I wanted to build a huge team. And I'm only one person. I can't train every single person with the knowledge that I have. So having this stuff, having access to this Verbella system, the virtual world where you walk around, it kind of looks like The Sims, or like you can design your avatar, which is like your character. Might have been a little generous with my facial structure when I designed mine, but there are a lot of options there. It's kind of cool, and but it's very practical and useful and easy to access, and I just love that. So the key thing is that these resources that I got from eXp Realty were so valuable, and I wanted to have these resources, and I want you to have them. If you're thinking about whether it's joining as a new agent or joining me here as an experienced agent or bringing over a team, the reason I want to make this video is because I wanted to talk to you about the value that I got, because there's value. Value isn't just about money, okay? Price is what you pay and value is what you get, right? And I think I'm seeking a value in the place where I hang my license, in the people that I do business with, in the network that I have, in my upline, in my downline. I want us all to help each other. I want us to share our resources. I use the word resources and value quite a bit because I feel like it's one of the best ways to express what I was seeking, what I want to offer, and what I want to receive too, right? The key takeaway from this is that the trainings are both for you and your team, whether they're new agents or experienced agents, or they're bringing on somebody else. And that while I know that what most of us want to do is we want to help clients, we want to help our team grow, those are the things we want to do. But we're sales focused, often bothered and burdened by other things. And eXp has helped alleviate this. So we can stay sales focused, we can help our clients, and we can help our team with the growth, but not the lower level things that they'll need to pick up and that can be provided by somebody else. So this lets you stay focused on revenue generation as well as growing your business. Okay, so like I was saying, whether you're a brand new agent, a scratch agent, as people always like to say to me, or you're an experienced agent, or you're doing something else, maybe you're working in another industry and you want to add real estate sales, or you want to just transition, or if you have a team you want to bring on, please reach out to me. I'm here for you. I'm a resource. I want to help. I like it. I love it. So get in touch with me, okay? It's very easy. You know what to do already. Just send me an email. Send me a text message. Everybody loves to text message, right? There's just millions of messages. No, billions of messages flying around. You can call me on the phone, or you can click the link in the description. And of course, you can get on my calendar, and then we'll get on a Zoom call, we'll get on a video call together. We can do a screen sharing. We can talk more about it. Or if you're ready to already sign up with eXp Realty, make sure that you look for David Baker, and you'll want to choose me as your sponsor out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, it doesn't matter where you're located. You could be located anywhere in the United States, of course. And if you need help finding me, I have a guide in the links below, which will show you some images and information on how to find me so that we can start growing together. All right, everybody, I cannot wait to see you in the next video. And until then, take care.